Hey, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are seeing this. Pajama Grandma Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and I want to encourage you to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself and your attractive character. This is going to seem like kind of an interesting post here, but I am now working with Jodine Bergstrom on the attractive character group page to share to share a daily Facebook Live challenge with everybody. It seems to be the thing we're all working on, developing our attractive character, me, Pajama Grandma, and sharing ourselves via Facebook Live. And the best way to do that is to actually just get out there and do them. So one of the things I've been doing for 100 days now this year is sharing what is my daily scare share. I just called it my daily scare share because I needed a name for it that was shorter than do one thing a day that scares me. As I was doing my daily Facebook Lives. I'm actually just finished day 101 is today, and I'm joining the group, and in the attractive character group, we are going to be doing the same thing. And the reason we're doing that is because it's an easy way to have a topic of something to talk about. Some people really struggle with knowing what to talk about, and all of us need to stretch our comfort zone and to get over some fears and things that we have. So doing one thing a day to stretch our comfort zone sort of works for everybody. It doesn't just work for Pajama Grandma's attractive character, although Pajama Grandma needs to stretch and grow too. It works for pretty much any attractive character because we all need to continually improve. We all need to be lifelong learners. Just my opinion. Feel free to beg to differ, or feel free to differ. So we're doing one thing a day that scares us or stretches our comfort zone. So every day I will share the page, whatever it is for the day. And I hate to give you any bad news, but the next 2 days are blank ones. And those are the hardest ones, but the easiest ones. They're hard because you have to come up with your own comfort zone stretching thing or do one thing a day that scares you. And you also have to find a creative way to do that. Or I'll come up with one too, because I do one for myself every day. And I figured that out pretty early on. The first couple times I stared at that blank page, I'm like, okay, I got to do a Facebook Live. What the heck am I going to do to stretch my comfort zone today? So, couple of things about our attractive character and our Facebook Lives. I think it'd be awesome if everybody would introduce yourself as your first Facebook Live, maybe even before you do the Scare Share Challenge. Introduce yourself, what your attractive character is, the attractive character you're trying to create, like the type, like, you know, Russell Brunson's the reluctant hero. Pajama Grandma, I don't know what I am. I'm probably just me, the Pajama Grandma reluctant hero, but I don't think I'm a reluctant hero. I don't even exactly know what mine is, so that's a good question, isn't it? So what your attractive character is you're trying to develop and why you're developing that attractive character. And how we can help you. How can we help you to create your attractive character the way that you want it to be? How can we help you do that? Also, a couple things about where to post your daily video. I think that if we can keep them under the same thread for each day, that'll keep the feed cleaner. I'll have to check with Jodine. I'm not sure exactly how that impacts things, but I think if we were all just posting them, I'm in a group right now that we're doing a 365-day challenge, and we all just kind of post it in the string of the group, but the only thing on that group is the 365-day challenge, our daily lives, and we're down to about 10 of us, so it's not really too cumbersome. But if there's a whole lot of us doing it every day, it would be really hard to keep track of. It's actually hard to keep track of with 10 of us. But in that group, if you miss a day, you're out. I think we started with about 30 people, 33 people, and we're down to like, I think 10, probably 10 of us. I watch everybody's every day, so I do it while I'm biking. It's kind of a lot. That's why I try to keep mine short, but I noticed yesterday I had a 15-minute one, and I felt really guilty about that because I know it's hard for other people to listen to it. I know that they can't. I don't expect them to, but on that group, that's what we're doing, and so it works. But I know on this group page, I think with all the other posting and stuff, it might be really hard to keep track of if we don't put them under the day's post. So I'll post it first, and then everybody else post yours in comments below, your Facebook Live or your feed and comments below. I think we can do that. you can at least copy the link and do it. I know that. Let's keep it to working on our attractive character. If part of your daily video is to do your call to action and is kind of pitching your stuff, okay, we'll get that. But otherwise, let's not use this as an opportunity to pitch one another, because that's not what it's for. This is more of a learning group to develop our attractive character. Because we're all attractive characters. Just do it. I know it's scary, but that's why we're doing the scary thing, because it's super scary to do it. But if you set a goal for yourself that you're going to do it, you'll do it. You'll find some time during the day to grab your phone and create your Facebook Live. It's really easy to do this, but it's also really easy to not do it. That's why I actually set a time, and I do mine first thing in the morning. I get up, and the first thing I do every day, I'm actually doing this daily Scare Share Facebook Live, and then I also do a Facebook Live that's just a summary of what I'm doing as I'm going from my offline businesses to my online businesses, and how I'm going through that transition, what I'm working on, what sucks, what's not working at all for me. I'm having, for example, struggles with my internet right now. So when my internet's giving me a hard time, it really kind of stalls some of the things I'm doing, and so I have to find ways to be productive doing other things when I don't have my internet. So I do that every day. And then I'm also doing a pajamagram thing, which is actually on this page, where I have just been asking a question because I am trying to develop my attractive character, Pajama Grandma, on my Pajama Grandma page. So now I can work on developing Pajama Grandma along with everybody else on the attractive character page. So I am really excited about that, because it gives me a chance to develop that and get some feedback, because I need feedback. I need feedback just like the rest of us do. And with respect to feedback, let's keep it non-judgmental. Let's keep it doesn't have to necessarily be positive, because if my eyes are jetting all over the place, like I think I'm getting better about it, but they still do. I want people to tell me that, Sharon, you need to look at the camera, because I need that feedback. But if you put it in a mean way, I'm probably going to get my feelings hurt, just like everybody else would. So let's keep our feedback about the attractive character, how we can help people to create the persona that they're trying to create in a better way. That's always going to be welcome feedback. I say a lot. Did you notice that? I also have to use my magnifying glass. I have visual challenges, so I do everything with a magnifying glass. A couple things about Facebook Lives that may or may not help, and you may already know these things, but I want to share them anyway. You just have to do them. I started out as a 5-day challenge and kind of got like psychologically blackmailed into it, because the gentleman that did it, I was the only one that actually did it. And so he called me out on that and said, oh, Sharon actually did this. Well, then after I saw that and he called me out on it, it's not like I could not do it the next day. I felt like compelled to actually do it the next day. So then I did it for 5 days. And once I did it for 5 days, I didn't die. I was like, okay, I did that for 5 days. I didn't die. It wasn't good. It really kind of stunk, but at least I did it. And I knew that I could do it and that I would get better and better and better. So no matter how scared you are, no matter how much you think your voice is going to shake, no matter how funky your hair is, I mean, come on, look at my hair, look at my face. Look at my outfit. I got my robe on, people, and my pajamas, my Be Kind Love pajamas. And, and I'm in a recliner in my living room. It doesn't matter. Just get your phone wherever you are, do it. If you're in your car, wherever, and I'd like to say it's quiet where I am, but you can see the dog sleeping in the chair behind me. Half the time in my videos, I've got dogs barking, doorbells ringing, alarms going off, kids talking, microwave beeping. It's real life, and I think that's one of the really cool things about Facebook Live. People get a look into who you really are, which leads me into my next thing. Be yourself. I was thinking about this a little earlier today. Also, when you're picking your attractive character and the attractive character that you're going to create, the closer you are to who you really are as a human being and as a person, the easier it's going to be to create and develop your attractive character. And the more people are going to want to follow you, at least the right people, and the people that you want to be attracted to you will be attracted to you. When I was in corporate America, we all do this. We all wear different masks and play different roles throughout our lives and throughout our careers. When I was in corporate America, I was a very different person at work and on the job as I am now, and as I am as Pajama Grandma. I'm sure that if people that I used to work with see this or see any of my videos, they're like, oh my God, Sharon, what has happened to you? Because I'm an engineer. I was very serious. I was very professional. I was very, I want to say three-piece suit, but as a woman, I got away with a lot more flexibility in what I did wear, although I did wear, suits and heels and the whole 9 yards. And I was very different. I was a very different person. So as you're developing your attractive character, I guess people will start to see through that. I mean, people that really knew me at work and in my corporate life, they know and knew who I really was. And they also knew it's not an act, it's being who we are in the moment and performing at a level that is expected for whatever it is that you're doing. So in corporate America, that was all still me. It was just a much more clean-cut, cleaned-up version and professional version of me. And now I just get to be me, which is a heck of a lot more fun. I got to tell you, it's a lot more fun to be me and Pajama Grandma, because this is me, than it was to be Sharon, Vice President of Quality. And I liked being a Vice President of Quality. That was fun too, but this is a lot more fun, and it's a lot more in alignment with my being, who I really am. Why you're doing it. You have to know why you want to do Facebook Lives and what is your intention and reason for doing a Facebook Live. Not, you have to know it for every individual Facebook Live, but you also have to know it for your overall creation of your attractive character and your Facebook Live and all your social media presence. I mean, what are you on social media for? If it's just to have fun and interact with people, great. If it's to build relationships, great. If it's to help other people, great. Whatever your reason is, know what it is. And it might be different for each Facebook Live. My daily scare share Facebook Lives, I'll be honest, they were all about me. They are still all about me. They're all about me growing, stretching my comfort zone, and becoming a better person and a better human being. It's all about me, stretching me, and getting out of my rut. I'm really upfront with that. I started it to be about me so that I could grow and get better at it. I started doing the Facebook Lives with it so that I would get, because I was scared to, so I would get comfortable with doing Facebook Lives. And so I'd hold myself accountable. So I would make myself do it. Because if I have to do a Facebook Live every day for this, I'm going to do it. I was going to do it anyway, but it just helps to hold me a little bit more accountable. So know why you're doing it. Be consistent. 365 days, it's a big commitment. That's why I'm sure there's only 10 of us left in our mastermind group, because it's a big commitment to do every day. Now, I feel like I was kind of cheating because we just started at April 1st and I was already, 90 days into doing something every day. So for me, it's pretty easy because some days I can just share my daily scare share on that page. Other days I can just share something else that I might be working on that I did it as a live. I'm doing more and more Be Live screen sharing, live training things. So I could share one of those, but those are really, like half an hour. I don't want to share those in that group. That's just mean. I can share my Pajama Grandma questions. Sometimes I just ask a question on Pajama Grandma and say, hey, what's your opinion about this or that? And I can share those short ones. Or I can share my What's She Up To Now, which is just my journaling, my journey of what I'm doing to move to go from offline to online businesses. So I feel like I was kind of cheating because I was already doing 3 a day. Because why am I doing 3 a day? Because I know I need to get good at this. I know for what I want to do and what I want to create and the amount of people I want to help, I have got to get good at Facebook Live. I have to find ways to communicate with people. And it's not Facebook Live per se. It's I need to get good and comfortable doing live video trainings. Because the amount of people I want to reach, I could never impact one-on-one. I can work with some people one-on-one, but once I get over like 100, my Voxer's going insane and I can't handle any more than that. So as far as being able to reach and impact the world, I know that I need to get good at Facebook Live. That's my why. I know I need to get good at group communication. So consistent, be consistent every day. You know, it doesn't really hurt me to do 3 Facebook Lives every morning. It takes me about an hour, I would say, to do all 3 of them. Actually, the processing of it is what takes me the longest time, but I will be farming that out and teaching other people to do it. That's part of why I've been doing the Be Live recordings, is so that I've got my process that I can get a virtual assistant to do and help me out with them. But as I'm perfecting and figuring out the process and defining it and simplifying it and streamlining it and automating it, I need to do the steps myself first to figure it out. With Facebook Lives, with any video, with anything that you learn to do, just adopt the philosophy of continuous improvement. Know you're going to, like Garrett White says, suck in the beginning, and it's okay to suck because we all suck. But as we do them more and more and more, we get better and better and better at them. I like to think that I will quit saying and so much, but I might not. I might not ever. I mean, Russell Brunson, how many videos has he done? And he still says and stutters over his words and trips over his words. We all do. That's part of what makes us real. Other thing that is an improvement area for me, and I'd love some feedback on, is remembering to add a call to action to every communication and every video. I stink at that. I probably made the first 100 days and I didn't add a call to action. And then I've started to add a soft call to action where I'll ask a question. I just ask a question or invite comments. And for me, for Pajama Grandma, that works for Pajama Grandma. Pajama Grandma is not a salesy person. She's not going to ask for a strong call to action. She's going to, because that fits with my attractive character. You and your persona and your attractive character may require a stronger call to action. Just remember to add one. Jim Edwards would be cringing if he knew how many videos I've done with 0 call to action, because he always coached me on adding calls to action. So I will get better at that, I promise. And then the final thing to remember is we're all in this together. We're all here to help one another out. We're all here learning and growing together. And the more we can do to help each other out to create and develop and perfect, if there is such a thing, our attractive characters, the more fun this will be for all of us. So let's have fun. Let's get together and see what we can create for attractive characters. And Pajama Grandma will see you later today, I'm sure, but tomorrow for sure with, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, the Attractive Character Daily Scare Share. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. There's my call to action. What do you think we should call our Attractive Character Daily Facebook Live Challenge? Looking for names. Go out, make it an awesome day. I will see you tomorrow, of course. Bye. Pajama Grandma out.